Alright, hello world, this is the Cannonball Podcast. I am your host, Captain C, with, like always, with my crewmates. We have the wonderful Double Shot Guerrero.
What's up?
And we have the Two Stooges that decided for God knows why that they wanted to be high during this podcast. So we
Is
have...
this real life?
So we have dumbass number one, Gingerbeard.
Heyo!
And then we have dumbass retard number two, One-Eyed Josh.
Alright, mateys, what is up?
I like your booty.
What's up,
Alright.
bud?
Sorry.
And now it's us two that are going to be babysitting these two dumbasses right here. This is going to go really well.
My God, I am
'Cause
like, wait.
let's see. You ate an entire cookie,
You, as in, Gingerbeard.
and then you,
One Eye.
One-Eye, smoked a blunt and took an edible.
I spoke to
No,
also.
no. I smoked a joint.
A
What?
blunt is the same thing
No,
as a
no,
joint.
no. See, that's where you're wrong. A blunt is a blunt.
It
is
is
where
anyway,
you wrap it in cigar paper, okay? And then you light up like a cigar. That's a blunt.
It
Okay.
basically has
No,
the same
no, let me finish,
concept
let me
of
finish.
getting high.
Oh,
Let me
God. I'm getting old here.
And a joint is wrapped in like regular rolling paper.
Oh.
Very small.
I got gray hair. Yep. Oh, it's gray. I'm
I've
pretty
already
old.
got gray.
As Bert Kreischer once put it,
I'm sorry to
it's-
hear that. Sorry.
it's like a joint is like getting a hand job at camp when you're a kid, okay?
Why is that
What
so
the
specific?
What does that even mean?
Did it happen
Look
to
up the
you?
video. It is true.
It happened to you? Oh, God.
I am not.
No, I never
watching
got a hand job
video-
at camp. What the fuck?
I am not watching a video of a kid getting a hand job at a camp. You retard.
That's not what
You
he's talking.
sick, demented freak.
That's not what I'm talking
Who
about.
are you calling a pedophile?
What the fuck are you talking about? It's from a show or something.
A porn show? Oh, God, Josh, you are just on edge today.
I swear it's from Bert Kreischer. I swear. Bert Kreischer, the comedian.
So you know, our captain is he's looking really annoyed, and I
almost just want to just start eating ice cream.
yeah.
Okay, seriously, guys, let's stay on track. Okay.
Apologies.
Apologies.
To Captain?
Sorry, Mr. Captain C.
He's really annoyed.
This is why I didn't want you two to be high for this podcast.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
This is why.
Yeah, that would explain a lot.
Because you know how hard it is to keep you two in line normally. And then you decide to up it by getting high.
You're sorry.
And I'm looking directly at you.
I know.
What have I? Oh, sorry.
No, I'm looking directly at you. You are capable of doing it, but when you throw in a monkey wrench,
Am I the monkey wrench?
No, the weed is.
Oh, okay.
You make it difficult. You.
All the above.
Yeah.
So you're
Drugs
royally
Anonymous.
pissed at me. Okay.
I'm not royally pissed. I had a feeling that this is going to be an interesting episode, and that's why I didn't want to get high for it.
I think you.
Because I would rather not have Andrew deal with 3 people,
True.
You know
That's
what?
True.
and then I have to deal with you. I'm looking directly at you.
I
have to
know,
deal with
One
you.
Eye.
Captain
Yeah.
C.
I have to deal with you, and this is why I'm annoyed.
Up to the record, I think this was his idea.
I said
It was.
It was One-Eyed Josh's idea. This is a true fact.
Well,
But-
shit, I feel
okay. I put myself on the mercy of the court. I thought it was a good idea at the time. I was wrong. Sorry.
bad. Execution.
No,
No.
why? Please, I have someone around to live for.
It's not that it's not a bad idea. It's the fact that you didn't think of.
He wasn't thinking.
The
about
He
consequences-
wasn't thinking of the 2 people that have to babysit him while doing the episode.
Yeah, I fucked up. I'm sorry.
He didn't. We'll think ahead. Is that what you're saying?
Neither one of you did, but mostly I have to pick up the slack. All right, this episode is going to be the Halloween special part 2. We're going to talk about Friday the 13th part 2 or part 3.
Yeah.
We're also
yeah.
going to talk about Winnie the Pooh, Honey and Kills, independent film.
In England,
I don't know if it's in England.
it is. I looked it
All
up. Yeah.
right. And we're also going to talk a little bit about Marvel Spider-Man 2, Assassin's Creed Mirage, and a topic that I just thought was fascinating and interesting for me because it happened at my place of work, the murder that happened behind my Walmart.
Da,
That's a very long title.
We'll shorten it out. Well,
Yeah.
somehow, I'll find a way.
Anyway, there was a 30-year-old Mexican male that was brutally beaten to death and savagely, blunted with a cinder block, and was stolen, and his wallet and identifications was stolen by a homeless man that I had the privilege of knowing for about a year now.
Oh.
I'm not going to say his name for
Okay.
different.
Okay, can we just give a letter?
Hobo.
See,
See.
Cody.
Oh, yeah,
There,
see.
I'll say his name.
Okay.
Good
Oh.
job.
Oh God.
No, because when Josh is like, do we say a name? Do we say a letter? I say, fine, I'll say the name. I don't know his last name, so I don't really care.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
So just sorry.
No, well, my coworkers and I knew him for a while. I knew that he beat his girlfriend when he was drunk and things like that.
What? Did you? I didn't hear about that.
I told you that like an hour
There we
ago.
go. Bro, we were talking about this an hour ago. I swear.
But okay, I'm sorry. Apologies. I guess I'm a little blurred out. I guess I don't know.
All right. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway. No, he would get violent, I guess. He'd also do some weird stuff. There was a coworker of mine that said that he would get close when he was drunk at the last hours of the night and basically try and be friendly with my two coworkers to the point where it made one of my coworkers uncomfortable for him to even get close to her.
Yeah.
And the other guy basically said, if you come back, I'm going to kick your ass.
That's scary.
I would believe Nathan. He's a guy that's
Well, I mean,
protector.
if I were a naive, stupid woman, I probably would be scared of that.
Yeah.
Well, if you're scared of a nice person, then yeah, I guess you would be.
Well, wait.
you'd be
First
crazy.
of all, women are not naive and stupid. They're just some.
If I said, that's why I said if. I mean,
I didn't see the if.
how do you see a word? Wait,
Touche.
what the hell did I just ask?
I don't know, but
How
we're
do you-
fucked up.
How do you see a new
I'm
Word.
feeling shame.
There is a lot of shame right now.
I
There's
know.
a shit ton of shame going on right now.
well, still
All right.
like? Oh, sorry.
Oh,
All right.
fuck.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. This will be a fun episode.
Well, or now I feel like an asshole. So,
Well, why would you feel like an asshole?
well, because you don't seem happy. I mean,
None of us are.
It's not that I'm not happy. It's that I have to.
Deal with us.
No, I have to try and figure out how I'm going to run it. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to run an episode with topics around,
what's two stoners?
yeah, that don't seem to understand. Well, one has a brain that forgets certain topics that we already talked about maybe 2
100
hours
times.
ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not even like 4 hours ago. And then the other one is compulsively laughing right now because he's nervous.
Me?
No, him. One Eye Josh.
I was going to say, why do?
I'm nervous because I think Chris hates me.
Oh. Is that true?
If I hated him, he'd be dead.
That's a fair point. Never mind. I retract my statement.
You gotta be there. You
Yeah.
gotta be there.
All right.
Alright, Guerrero. he is hanging out.
Any questions for you? Any
Yes,
questions?
how could we let these two retards get so high?
Well, it wasn't by choice. I didn't.
He just stopped us.
He didn't have to eat the whole cookie.
Yeah, that's true.
He could
I
have.
did.
He could have warned him not to eat the whole cookie.
What I?
I
He is gonna be tripping balls here. in a
dude,
few
I
minutes.
forgot to
You
warn him.
forgot to. Okay, well,
I'm sorry.
Haven't you not watched enough comedy specials to understand that when it recommends caution that this has weed, and sometimes it even says on the packaging, don't eat whole thing if you don't want to be high for this specific amount of hours.
Yeah.
yeah, warning.
Yeah.
Right?
When you watch a lot of comedy specials, you would think that information would dig in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Into the idiot's head? Yeah, well.
Well, whatever. We'll just continue on. So, anyway.
I'm sorry, Chris.
I'm sorry. We're talking about
Not
the homeless the guy?
Well, no, what happened
Is he
is
arrested?
yes, he's arrested. Yes,
God.
he pled guilty to the crime because, well, he really could not pled guilty, and
Yeah.
the homeless kid that helped him hide the body is under I forget what charges they call it, accessory.
Accessory, yeah.
Yeah,
Accomplice?
yeah,
Yes.
accompliceness, accessory to commit murder. While the other one, I really don't know if they're going to make murder. I don't know if they're going to do murder 1 or murder 2.
There's going to be a lot of paperwork.
Well, no, it's not going to be a lot of paperwork. If they believe the homeless that have been telling the story, they could go for murder 1, which is premeditated, which carries a lot more heavy sentence. And that's the life or death penalty. Or they could do murder 2 and try and say, like, it wasn't necessarily premeditated and it was done under, what was it? Like,
Under, what is it? Basically, heat of passion.
yeah. Which I don't think it's a heat of passion, considering that the homeless people said that he not planned it, but he intended to kill this guy. If you believe that story.
Yeah, so more likely than not, he's going to get murder 1, and probably he probably will never ever see the outside world again.
Most likely.
Oh, yeah.
He'll probably get life in prison. Unless, by some miracle, the prosecutor gets him on death penalty charges.
The plea. Well, they changed the rules on the death penalty, which they really needed to do, because the reason why they did it was because a lot of people were pissed when this one juror decided not to give the Parkland school shooter the death penalty. Because before that, it was every person in the jury had to vote yes. One person vote no, it's life in prison.
Or house arrest.
No, never house arrest.
Yeah.
But
That would never happen.
murder, fuck no. Everybody in that trial voted yes except one juror. One juror said no.
Oh, yeah. What I
And
gotta start over
yeah,
again?
no. Nicholas Cruz got life in prison.
Okay, good. Like,
No,
So
not good.
is
I
that
want
the guy
to.
who
wait,
did
wait,
Parkland
I mean-
shootings?
So yeah, that kid is going to spend the rest of his life in prison because of
God damn it!
one fucking asshole in the jury who voted no, probably for quote unquote religious purposes.
don't give me that shit. Like,
I say that kid needed to die. But after that, even our governor was pissed about that.
I'll bet.
Almost every sheriff in Florida, every police chief in Florida, everybody was pissed.
Wasn't Parkland in Florida? Right?
Yeah, it's in Broward County, dumbass. But
It's in Florida.
I
Obviously.
was just making sure it was the right one. And it's fucked up. I had to make sure it's the right one. There's always a school fucking shooting, and it pisses me the fuck off.
yeah, I mean, it's
I get it. Yeah.
yeah.
Children shouldn't have to be worried about some person going in their home, okay, in their school, and shooting the fucking place up.
Yeah.
Children shouldn't have to be worried about that at all.
Well, there's been a controversy where heavy protection what should be a thing or not. Well, you know,
Yeah.
well, so there's some that happened.
Well, yeah, with Parkland, there were a lot of failures. There were a lot because Broward County sheriffs they gargled ass with that whole thing. The sheriff was a piece of shit. Let's see, the school resource officer was a piece of shit. He was a coward because he hid outside, even though he claims he didn't know where the gunfire was coming from, which
Well,
we all pretty much know is a lie because he was looking at the fucking building where the kid was shooting. So and he didn't go in and try and stop him.
Do you think he was scared?
Yes, he was. And he had the equipment necessary to stop the kid, but he chose to stay outside.
What do you have, like a shotgun? Or
No, he had I think he had like a 40.
40 cal?
Yeah.
Damn.
It was either a 9 or a 40. That's what most police departments use.
the sad part.
9 millimeter or
9mm, yeah.
Well, the sad part about this is that most school officers are not necessarily officers of, or police officers for school district or the school is by choice.
Yeah.
Actually, most of them are by choice.
Yeah,
Because they
get
don't want to.
transferred.
Yeah, because they don't want to deal with like the shootings and the killing. So it's a cushy job for a cop to sit around all day and do nothing except for securing a school.
Yeah.
That's why
It's
most of them.
It's kind of like security. Well, sorry. It's kind of like security at the mall. Like it's not really helping, you know.
Yeah, or
well-
security at our old college.
Yes, like
That school, I gotta say, is the least secured school I've ever stepped foot on.
it's like
Because
Palm
anybody,
Beach State?
yes,
Yeah, it was the least secured school though. Dude, we didn't even
they're
have.
not even armed guards.
Guards.
All they do is they ride around on golf carts and give kids tickets for parking in the wrong spot.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I see. All we have are
"Quote unquote security guards." I'm surprised they
We
spelled
walk-
security right.
Don't you understand? We don't have a lot of hallways. It's mostly out in the field, sidewalks and stuff.
It's an outdoor.
The only
indoor
thing we
campus.
would have going would be the fact that if something did happen, God forbid, that by the time the most damage they could do was probably in one building.
Yeah.
They could not reach the others because they
Yeah.
were so spread out. But they could get the people outside.
Well, the other thing also with Palm Beach State is that it's not too far away from the police station or the courthouse, which is right across the street from it.
Right.
Or the fire
the
station
campus.
as well.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
got at Jupiter High School.
At Palm Beach State campus, for those who are not in Florida or understand where it is, the Palm Beach State.
Sorry.
Oh my God.
Okay, the Palm Beach Gardens campus is located across the street from the mall, and right next to it is the Palm Beach Gardens police station / courthouse, and then a little bit down the road, not too far from that, is the fire department. So in actuality, they probably didn't. They probably didn't need security to have guns and stuff, being that right across the street is the police station.
My school, Jupiter High School, was right next to the police station. Like we could have the SWAT team could literally walk to our
Right up.
school. Can literally walk to the school.
No.
And we had a school district police officer, sometimes 2 or 3, because in Palm Beach County, the school district has its own police department. A lot of them. Because I was friends with one of the resource officers.
Mm-hmm.
He was actually a former NYPD officer, super cool guy. Because I used to talk to him every morning, and he and sometimes we'd have other officers in it, and we had the Criminal Justice Academy, which is taught by Jupiter Police Department. So we would have as many as 7 or 8 police officers on the campus at the time, and we could have more there in less than 20 seconds.
Eat it, killers.
Well, first up, when it came to Palm Beach Gardens High School, we
I
had
thought
like,
it was my turn to talk.
Good God.
dude, we talk whenever we can talk.
Yeah.
Well, I want to forget.
Okay, talk.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, that being said, I don't think it was that stupid enough to break into a school that's like right next to the station.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah, people are stupid, but
Well,
yeah,
kid is
we have somewhere between 4 and 8. We had somewhere between like the minimum that I've seen was probably like 3 officers, all the way up to 8. We've even had some FBI agents on our campus at one point.
Wow.
Because they were doing something for the academy. So there's
God.
always other law enforcement officers that are coming in and out.
Well, Palm Beach Gardens High School had at least
Pretty good, man.
three officers on duty at once. We had a sergeant and like two
We were the same.
2 officers, and then like they could, like, being that again not too far away from Palm Beach Gardens Police Station, they could have at least 2 to 3 cop cars and SWAT dispatched to Gardens within a span of maybe 5-10 minutes.
Yeah,
traffic.
Yeah.
Palm Beach Gardens Police Station, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's like 2 blocks from the high school.
Yeah.
So it's like it's not that far.
No,
our,
it's not that
Our
far.
police station was literally right next to the school.
I mean-
like a police officer could step out of the station and throw a stone, and it would land in the tennis court.
Unfortunately, the only one at this table whose school was ever really at risk because they didn't have a police station nearby would be One-Eye Josh's Dwyer High School, because they were pretty much in between ours.
They were, I think, because Palm Beach Gardens Police Station was like probably about 4 or 5 miles down the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't terribly far, but it would take the cops a minute to get there.
Yeah. But they also, like, because I think after the Parkland shooting, they had every school was upgraded to at least another officer. So instead of 3, there would be 4.
Yeah, they also said that they had to lock the doors during the day.
Oh yeah, no, they locked the door, and then like they're like, I know because I used to work in the main office. The police officer's office was the second door where all the offices for the principals were. They were the second door, and they had cameras that they could watch, and they didn't necessarily leave the office, but they were there when school started. School started at 7:20. I think the officers are on duty right at that time, and then like they, on their, different shifts, they would shift out.
Yeah,
And
I
then-
remember. My bad.
No, and then like at football games, there was always an influx of cops there for security
Because
purposes.
that's where shit can go down with fights, shootings.
Yeah.
Because you hear that a lot, where there's like gunfire outside of where it just takes one small fight to turn into a gun show like real quick.
Yeah, well, probably like maybe four to five cop cars, and then a couple of sheriff deputies. Same thing for Dwyer. Dwyer had the same amount of security for football games too, and probably Jupiter at the same level. So all football games and all basketball games had security with cops.
I think after Sandy Hook.
Yeah.
I was a freshman at the time. They really beefed up security at Jupiter High. I mean, like, I think we had like 3 or 4 school district police officers and 3 Jupiter police officers on campus, with
what do
some
we have?
coming and going.
And
Gardens, we
Yeah,
probably
what do we
had.
have?
I would say we had probably 4, maybe. We could, when shift change, it'd be about maybe 8, because there would be a new sergeant and like 3 new cops. If there was like a special thing going on, they'd probably beef up security by like parade. We'd have probably 6 to 7 to 10 officers because we used to have parades at Gardens High School for like homecoming and anything like special events. They would probably be
a
out there.
Christmas or something.
Well, like special stuff like homecoming dance or like not dance, but like all that
football game.
Yeah, football game, all that stuff. There would be like probably 10 cops on duty plus probably a number of sheriff's officers.
Yeah, we had sheriff's
I remember.
circle. We had sheriff's office circle the school as well. And there was one time I watched this one dumbass surfer kid jump the fence, and he did it right in front of a sheriff.
Yep.
And the sheriff pulled up and he goes, "What you doing?" And the kid turns around and he goes, "Shit." So he probably got dragged back to the office, and the sheriff was probably like, "Well, have fun with him."
Well, no.
FYI, I was in the parade, and
Afraid of what?
Palm Beach Gardens used to always have a parade during homecoming week.
I think we did
During the it was the big thing at Gardens High.
Well,
It
some
always
holidays.
happened. Well, no, this was the hugest thing because it was the one thing for all the classes to, rep their floats and all that stuff, and it was a real big deal when Gardens had a huge band. Like a big
yeah.
marching
part of
band.
it.
You guys were a huge band.
Yeah, it was like a huge.
Well, was a big band too, right?
No.
they were like
It wasn't anything compared to them.
Gardens had the largest band in the county.
oh yeah,
Damn.
Yeah, we were a bigger school. We had a very large band. It would have been about like 120 kids.
about our classroom. It was like what size of the cafeteria?
Yeah, it's the size of a cafeteria. It was a huge band, and like a lot of kids would go to major colleges from going into our band program. Gardens was big. Like this was also at the time when Gardens High School dominated football back in the early 2000s and the 90s. They won like 2 state championships.
Every in the band, every time we like before we perform, we all played this stupid like like it goes like, well, jump in, jump out, and introduce yourself, like these that's how we get to know each other.
Oh well, I remember if you guys went to football games, and a lot of people know that high schools this is huge.
Oh yeah,
Andrew would know this too. When I went, because my dad was a teacher, so I got to go to every football game every Friday, home games. I remember the band. It was a cute, and when they walked out, it was a massive a parade when they're walking to their seats, and they controlled an entire section of the bleachers. An entire section. I'm talking
So they took up the entire bleachers.
half of a small section of bleachers, which could you could sit maybe, I would say almost 70 to 80 people. They would squeeze that band into that. It was a huge ass section at the end where the football team would score a touchdown. That's where they were, and it would sit it would go from the first row all the way up to the back. The drums were up the top. Yeah. On top. That. That's how big it was. It was a huge band. And they would be stomping their feet loud. It was a big deal.
oh yeah.
Big deal. I remember going to the state championship in 2005 in Dolphin Stadium where we beat, who did we beat? I think we beat, what was it? It was Deerfield. We beat Deerfield Beach for the state title.
Holy shit.
Yeah, we beat them. 05.
Oh yeah, okay.
It was year 05. 05, we beat Deerfield for the state champ. state championship in Gardens High. And what was the score? I forget the score, but I remember being there. I have a football of the entire football team signed it for me, the state champs.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I own it. It was fun. A lot of those guys, I think, went on to, bigger and better things. But
Wow.
that was when Gardens kicked ass. Dwyer got their asses kicked every year by Gardens. It was a slaughter. Like, Gardens would just beat the shit out of their little brother, Dwyer.
Jesus.
And we just sucked, period.
Yeah.
I mean, Jupiter used to be really good, but then they went to shit.
Well, they're back to being pretty good, too.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
Gardens and Jupiter are back to being really good. Dwyer's back to being a dumpster fire, that is.
No.
Yeah, you're back to being...
Dwyer, because I remember we sucked, Gardens was meh, and
Dwyer used to kick.
Dwyer used to kill everybody.
Yeah, but that was in the 2010s, and then Gardens got back to being competitive.
I don't know if they switched coaches or
Yeah, we did. We switched coaches, and then now all the kids that would go to Dwyer, same with Jupiter, because they switched coaches. All the kids that would go to Dwyer that were from Jupiter and Gardens, they now go to Gardens High School in Jupiter. So those kids that were kicking our asses, our team's asses for Dwyer is now receiving, and now Dwyer's getting their asses kicked by those same kids.
yeah.
So
Because we
it's been 6-7 years now since we've been at those schools.
Yeah.
For some of us, I still am a huge. I will support Palm Beach Gardens High School. I'm so glad Dwyer is back to being the little brother dumpster shit that it should be always.
Just like old times.
Just like old times. Gardens is gonna keep kicking that can down the road.
History repeats.
Okay.
I remember
We-
it was. I'm sorry. I as a little kid, when it was a Dwyer game, I used to go to Dwyer High School with my dad.
Oh, God,
my
turn it
dad.
up. Oh, God,
Oh, sorry.
sorry.
No, but my father, it was a huge deal because they would circle the calendar, the Dwyer game, and every kid there would be like, "We're gonna fuck them up, like we're gonna kick their ass."
Yeah, actually, you know what? At Jupiter, we hated the people at Dwyer. Like, in general, we hated the people at Dwyer more than Gardens.
Oh yeah,
We
because
didn't give a shit about Gardens.
Oh,
We
yeah.
hated Dwyer.
Oh yeah, because you wanna know why? Because during the 2010s, they got a little cocky attitude streak.
What?
Because they started, because you wanna know why? They left the division with us in it because they were afraid of Gardens because Gardens would kick their ass every year. They left the division and went to the smaller schools to beat up on the smaller schools because they were too chicken shit to deal with Gardens.
And now
Now that they're back, now that they're back up, they're back to being the little brother to Gardens, and Gardens is like,
Or the little bitch.
yeah, the little bitch that always talks shit.
what they developed
I'm not saying it because, dude, you have
complex
to,
or something.
I'm not saying it because of being a dick. I'm just saying.
No, you're telling the truth.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
Dude,
Like,
it's
yeah.
the fucking truth. Hey,
That's what
Can
happened.
I say something real quick, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. You have to at least admit that there was a period where we were dogging your asses so hard that you wanted to kill us.
Yeah, there was.
That's why us and Gardens.
You
that's
got-
why us and Gardens were we didn't hate. We didn't hate them. We stayed out of each other's way. We both of our schools hated you guys.
They became stupid, arrogant, and cocky.
I
You know,
remember it was freshman year. We rolled in.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was our freshman year.
Oh yes.
And we played Dwyer. And I remember we beat Dwyer by a field goal.
Hallelujah.
It was the first loss Dwyer had suffered to Gardens in years because for the while Gardens was getting their ass beat by Dwyer.
I never
And
knew
then,
that.
yeah, we were getting beat by Dwyer, but we beat them our freshman year, and then for 3 more years, Dwyer couldn't beat Gardens.
It
You know what's the weirdest thing about that?
In the ass, it bit him.
Is that I remember when I was going to Dwyer around that time, I would hear things like, "Oh, Dwyer beat Gardens" or something like that, and I was like, "Wait, okay, I go Dwyer."
Yeah,
Who cares?
So what you're saying is they were probably lying to us?
pretty much.
It's propaganda.
I remember. The one thing
I remember Gardens beat Dwyer by a field goal, and
I didn't.
my sophomore year we were at Dwyer our sophomore year because it was a home game, then away, then it was home.
I wasn't bad.
I think for our 3 years, we beat Dwyer. We beat them 3 times in the 3 year in the 4 years that we were there. Sophomore year, I think they beat us.
Bro, that is hell yeah.
Yeah, I think they beat us our sophomore year, and then we beat Dwyer junior year, and then senior year they beat. They were always close games. They were never like Barnborough. It wasn't like this. It wasn't like this past year where Jupiter just stomped the shit out of Dwyer. I mean, just stomped them. And now tonight we're playing Jupiter, so this is going to be interesting.
Oh boy.
God.
Hey, what's your what Jupiter High's their mascot?
They're the Indians.
We're the Warriors.
Yeah, Warriors.
But yeah, the one thing I remember about Jupiter High was we had a really good basketball team and our tennis teams. Oh my God, our tennis teams kicked ass.
Our softball teams were pretty good.
Our soccer team was good too.
I forget. I think for 2 years our baseball team was all right. Soccer
Rollins?
team, yeah, our soccer team was pretty good.
Yeah, we had the only team I remember that sucked really bad when I was there was the football team.
Well, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, our coach. I knew our basketball teams. I remember my first basketball game I went to because some of the coaches said they would get me in for free and they wanted me to come hang out.
Right.
And there were a lot of other people that were going to be there that wanted to, like a lot of staff members that wanted to hang out with us. So I decided to go because why not? And we were playing Seminole Ridge. Both teams, JV and varsity that night, absolutely just kicked the living shit out of both of them.
Just like a warrior.
Yeah, we kicked the living shit out of Seminole Ridge's JV and varsity team. I remember watching the coaches looking cool. Our coaches are looking cool as shit and just being like, do your thing.
It's okay. We got this.
Remember your training, do what you do. And they were standing there watching, and the Seminole Ridge coach was losing his fucking mind.
Right.
And we were laughing at him the whole time.
Because of the confidence?
He was like, what are you doing? What? What the fuck?
It's cool.
Right.
We got this, okay?
I remember.
Seminole Ridge was a good team, too.
Yeah, I remember because Palm Beach Gardens High School used to have. If you know the Florida Gators University, we had their logo and their helmets.
Yeah, you're right.
We were they had a contract with Florida that they can use it because Florida our school asked if they could borrow the Gators logo, and we had the uniforms too. The uniforms looked exactly like Palm Beach, looked exactly like the Florida Gators because obviously
Is UF the best the college in Florida? Or is
UF
yeah.
the best college in Florida
Or
I know there's one in Tampa.
for education.
yeah.
Yes. For education wise, yes.
UF.
UF is highly touted in Florida as a very educational school. Very smart. It's very tough to get into UF.
Right.
I know there's another school there's a school in Tampa. It's either Tampa or Lakeland that's only accepts maybe 4,000 or less than that students a year.
It ain't us. I'll say that.
I would say Miami used to be really back in the 80s. Miami, even now, they're very tough to get into as well. Miami used to be
Miami's a fucking party school.
Well, no, that's not true. Miami University was actually very prestigious. It was a very prestigious school. It was a very academic school.
Draymond Rock Johnson was
Before, no, it's not. I'm not talking about the football team. I'm talking about the school, education-wise.
Yeah.
That was before the football program. When the football program got there and they started recruiting kids from Florida, the South, Miami, the Dade County and all that, and it became the most popular school in South Florida, it kind of turned into the party school. And then in the 2000s, they were trying to change their image from the party school, the tough school, to back to educational, what it used to be. But Florida is still the top dog when it comes to education. Florida State, too. Florida State and Florida both are highly educated schools, although FSU is more party than Florida. Mm-hmm. But I'm not familiar with them because I don't know. So my parents went to school up north, so I know more of the northern schools than I do of down here. I just know UF is more prestigious to get into nowadays. It's very hard to get into UF. Same with the Tampa school that Andrew is talking about.
Yeah, it's either in Tampa or Lakeland. I don't remember. I know it's somewhere on the west, more on the western side. I forget the name of the school. I think it's a private school, but it's like...
A couple things.
No, it was 400. They only allow 400 students a year.
Well, that was a good topic diversion.
Sports.
Yeah.
I just talked about sports. I am high.
He is high.
I did too.
We're talking about high
Whatever.
school sports because some of us are proud of our schools.
Well, we are
I mean,
proud of our schools.
I know I
I
am.
am proud of my school. I really am.
Yeah.
It's
Your
just
football team sucks.
Yeah,
it
I'm
did
sorry,
at one
it's true.
point. It kicked your ass at another.
Yeah. No.
And now you guys suck.
Like, yeah, but we don't remember we kicked your ass at another before.
You beat us. You were defeating us until we made a comeback.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
Yeah, you did. And you know
yeah.
what? Respect on that, brother.
You're saying?
Oh no, it's just I laugh every fucking time because for 10 years Dwyer was a fucking pussy. Every time Gardens
That's what it's Panther.
No,
Mascot.
Gardens would call Dwyer. Gardens would call Dwyer every year and be like, "Hey, you gonna play us today? You gonna play us this year? You gonna play us this year?
That's
You gonna
okay.
play us this year?"
I'll beat you again. It's cool.
It's cool. Yeah, we used to it was marked on our calendar. Gardens just loved it.
We had huge
It
egos
was
back then.
it was our biggest rival game. It was one of the biggest rivals because it was Big Brother versus Little Brother. It was an all-out drag-out fight. There were some fights at the games.
They kept us in line.
There were fights, like straight up. There were school fights where kids would go like try and. They literally had to separate the concessions from the schools because the kids would try and fight each other. It was that
remember
that
that.
rivalry game.
It was a madhouse.
It was
Yeah,
a
I
rivalry.
remember they had to have whenever Dwyer was at our school, we had to have extra security.
Oh yeah, no, because the kids would it's that thing. It's like college. It's like colleges. It's just you got pride for your school. You don't want to see your school get rival
Or-
win the game.
Yeah.
That's all. That's all it is.
Or your boyfriend makes out with another girl, and then
I remember some of the girls that would walk around Jupiter High School wearing Dwyer fucking sweatshirts. They would
What?
yes.
why would they do that?
Because the girl is banging a dude at Dwyer.
yeah.
That's not.
And they wear their fucking sweatshirts to school. And you're like, why?
We
You're
infiltrate
disrespecting us,
we
not her.
infiltrated your commune, brother.
Oh,
so-
those girls, especially from some of the sport guys, they would get some dirty looks.
I remember.
Good luck getting on the cheerleading squad,
I
dumb
remember-
sluts.
I remember I might have been in middle school. I think I was in 7th grade or 8th grade. It was the year that Gardens had to use Dwyer's football field for a couple.
Well, Duggan, right?
Yeah, we were at. I was at Duncan. And it was the year because Gardens was building their football stadium, and it took a year after the main school was built, and it took another year for the football stadium to be built. So while they were doing that, Gardens played Dwyer for those 2 years.
Right.
And I remember the Dwyer game that happened. Gardens was the away team as usual because it was at Dwyer Stadium. And I remember there was a fight that broke out at the concession stands. They had a gate, and Gardens was going at it. Dwyer kids were going at it. They were being that cocky little shit. And then one Gardens kid jumped the fence, and it was an all-out brawl that
Yo.
took place at the fucking concession stands because every Gardens kid was jumping the fence to try to get
fuck.
to Dwyer.
That is
trying to get to
riot.
Dwyer.
That's That's a
No, they had
riot.
to. No, they had to stop. They stopped. It was during halftime. The teams couldn't come out because they had to separate.
on the floor in the bathroom.
Is there a belt?
Yeah,
No, why?
just wondering.
No, they had to separate. It was.
Is it a snake?
They had to separate the. They had to separate
You
the
want check
kids.
If you want.
Sorry.
They had to separate the kids.
Are you telling a story or not? Come on.
I'm trying to.
Hi, Rachel.
Yeah.
How are you, Rachel?
I'm about to go to bed in a minute.
Okay.
I
Night.
Well,
close the door.
I gotta brush my teeth first.
God damn.
We'll close the door, hon.
Okay.
Thank you.
Unless you want us to. Sorry. No.
No, don't.
No.
I'll be quiet.
But I just remember the Dwyer. I just remember that fight that that happened. It was. I don't. No one would say what started it. It was between the kids.
It starts.
It always starts. It always
It
starts.
just it starts with one person saying one wrong thing.
Yeah. Well,
That's what starts these brawls every
Well, for-
fucking time.
yeah.
Well, it's either
Hey,
that
well,
or
shush.
girlfriend.
Yeah.
Show some respect. Yeah. I know. Sorry.
Well,
Or
for
it's
what?
always a girlfriend.
Well, I was at the away stands, but I remember my father looking over and said, "Oh shit!" There's like
Here we go
commotion.
again.
There's commotion going on, and then like you can just see one of the Gardens kids on top of the fence as they're about to jump, and they
You hear
stopped.
screaming, right?
Well, no, yeah, there was some fighting, and then they separated the kids. Obviously, those kids got in trouble because they, caused havoc at a game.
Sorry.
It was during halftime, so the teams had to wait while they were breaking it up. But I forget. It was the year. It was another
Where were
year.
the cops?
They were there. It was just, dude.
Well,
did
not
you-
enough cops.
Well, no, you don't know what's gonna happen. Like you're just like most of them are just standing there on the field.
Are we close to a police station?
Well, no, this happened at Dwyer. This wasn't at Gardens. This was at Dwyer. This was the year that we shared a football stadium with them.
Oh wait, are they close?
No,
to it?
they're not.
No,
we
like
are.
I said, they're 5 miles away.
Yeah,
That's
Gardens
why-
is more closer to a cop station than they are. But no, it was that just was the fight. Just happened to be right there. That's it. It was at a concession stand. That's all that happened. I don't know if I don't know if it was over like girls started it. Girls were starting it. Like
Or
how.
a girl was banging a girl.
Well, no, not
from
baiting.
one-
Like they were
It
like
always starts
they
with
were like
arguments.
dogging each other, and
Yeah,
then
yeah,
like the
arguments.
guys have to get involved next because
Yeah.
that's the thing. It's always something like that
Yeah, and then or girlfriends that started. But
or that. I don't know.
I'm trying to think if we had any incidents
I
like
don't.
that.
I don't remember the only thing that really ever gets talked about is the Gardens Brawl, which happened in the '90s, where the reason why we had fucking bench seats in the cafeteria is
Yeah,
because one kid at Gardens decided I'm gonna fucking use this metal chair, and hit that kid in the face.
Okay.
And like brutally fucked that kid up, and then the big fight happened.
yeah. I remember
so that's why it's,
Jupiter had an incident similar to that.
Well, that's why. Yeah, that's why.
I think there was a big fight that broke. This was like before I started there.
Oh yeah, no, this
There
was
was a-
way. This is in the '90s before we started.
yeah.
Yeah, this.
Well, they didn't have like the lunch chairs that are like
That we have
attached-
now, yeah,
Yeah, attached to the table, which
Yeah.
really helps.
yeah. No, we had They had
Which
they had just these not these chairs exactly, but like they
They're-
had metal, plastic. No, what's it called? Like
metallic. No.
metallic, like plastic or like
Yeah, I remember those
like plastic seats.
stools. Yeah,
Yeah,
No,
I remember-
and then it was a game fight.
of course.
That's
It's
what
Yeah,
it was. It was
Gardens.
a game
That's
fight.
the one thing that Gardens had issues with was gangs.
Yeah, it was a
Jupiter
game.
was drugs.
Yeah, no, it was a game fight.
really.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. It was a game fight between I don't know what. My dad's friend was in the cafeteria. It was his first year at Gardens. It was my dad's second year when this brawl happened. And all my dad's friend remembers is the brawl started when the one kid hit the one kid with a chair, and he dragged that kid that got hit in the face. Half his face was broken into the teacher's lounge and was trying to hold his face.
Are we
Because, he literally just...
are we actually going to
We're gonna talk about the Halloween shit. We are gonna talk.
Yeah, we're having fun with this for a little bit.
I know, like I totally agree. I mean, like it's like we're recalling the history of Florida.
Well, no, we're recalling the history of our
Florida
schools.
high school.
Yeah, of our schools.
Well, high
We're
school,
not
of
our
recalling the
schools,
history
yeah.
of Florida.
I remember some kid filmed this, and it was put on YouTube. I don't know if it's still on there or if it got taken down. But this
Oh.
was just before I started there. I guess a
Jupiter High?
huge fight. I mean, a massive fight broke out. And the fire alarm got pulled. The sprinklers went off.
In what year? Like
I don't remember.
Dude, I remember a fucking Dwyer fight that happened because I knew the campus very well. It was a fucking thing on YouTube. These two like black kids got into it. I forget one. I think one was on the football team, and he got his ass beat by
2 guys. Oh god.
yeah. These two guys. I mean, literally, the guy's face hit the concrete benches.
You know what?
What year was this?
Dude, I was in middle school when I saw that on YouTube.
I remember
08, 09.
when,
Yeah.
when I first started as a freshman at Jupiter High. I think I was like a week in to my, and then I'm in the bus loop waiting for my bus to show up. All of a sudden, you just hear this loud commotion happen behind me, and like everybody starts coming my way, and I'm trying to get the fuck out of the way. I
Yeah.
find out later this one black dude got jumped by 3 big chicks.
What?
One of them, wait.
Are you kidding me?
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Just wait.
Fuck.
One of them was pregnant with his kid.
What the actual fuck, dude? Is that?
Yes.
Is that everywhere?
I remember
Sorry.
walking away, and all I see here is a bunch of yelling, and all I see are fists flying. And this guy got his ass whooped. Like he got fucking destroyed by these chicks.
Were they?
Oh.
Were they all pregnant? with
No,
his kid?
One.
one was pregnant.
I was
with
going
his kid.
to say this guy is such a.
And he got fucking he got his teeth stomped in by those.
He
three
got
fat
what he got what he deserved.
Well, I remember you said at Dwyer, 2 girls got tased, or 1 girl got tased.
Yeah,
Tased?
it was.
Yeah.
It was a freshman year of a friend of mine. He was a junior at the time. I came in as a freshman, so I was like, what? I was in like middle school at the time. He was a freshman or something like that.
Yeah.
So he had told me that there was 2 girls fighting, pow, 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 landing blows and blows, and the police officer, right?
Mm-hmm.
That they stationed at the schools, goes in and tries to grab the other girl off him, and something like that. Okay, and
Okay.
she winds back and punches him in the face.
Oh! I had something similar to that happen.
Oh,
Go ahead.
wait. Oh, I'm sorry. Quick. You know what? You go first. Then.
Yeah. And he just was like, oh, fuck, okay, we're doing this shit now? Mm-hmm. So he pulled out his taser, tases her, picked her up, and I don't know what he did the other one, but I think they dragged her hair into the office screaming. I don't know. That's what I heard.
Okay. Well, you know what? A question for all you guys. When have you ever seen blood during high school?
All the time.
Last time, yeah, because I cut myself before.
What? No. Like
Accidents?
No. In the school, like.
Oh, you mean like a fight?
Yeah, I saw blood once or twice.
You
I've
mean
seen
during a
blood, too.
fight? During a fight?
When that boy got his ass whooped, I saw a lot of blood.
Well. Okay. Well. So that was. Okay. Well. So Guerrero. So that was the first time you've ever seen blood during school.
No.
Well, not the first time I've seen it, but
Not me. I've seen. I remember first year of middle school, first day, 6th grade. I'm walking Duncan Middle School.
Okay.
I'm walking from my last class, my second to last class. I take a shortcut through the main office. these two chicks were fighting. Two girls. I'm not saying. I'm serious. Two girls fighting
Black?
in front of. No, they were white.
Okay.
What?
I don't know why the color of the race had to be.
I am shocked.
That was very
Your
racist,
eyes
by the
are
way. It was very
Hi,
racist.
Joseph. Sorry.
No, but these two girls, white girls,
Hey,
fighting in front of.
Hey, blonde.
No, they were both brunettes.
Okay, so-
Dude, I remember it vividly. They were fighting in front of the main office. Maybe a little bit off to the side of the main office, but like one girl had the other girl pinned to the wall, and like it was a big fight. Not really a big fight. And all I did was, this is all I did, is I'm just walking, I
I'm
look,
not here, I'm not here.
watching, and I keep going.
I'm not involved. I'm not involved.
Because my thing was, this is my thing, as a 6th grader, I was just kind of,
Get the fuck away from me.
no,
I wasn't here.
I was more concerned because I was 6th grade because my dad was telling me that you have to get to your next class and you have like probably 6 to 7 minutes to get to your next class. So it's like watch, remember. Okay, go.
Yeah, actually, you know what?
We're clear.
A middle school brawl. This one was bad, and this was because back at Jupiter Middle, they bust girls in from they bust people in from down south, from
Yeah.
like West Palm. One day, on one of those buses, these two girls got into this massive brawl.
Oh, wait.
it was
What was your middle school again? Sorry.
Jupiter Middle.
I'm sorry.
And it was this massive brawl, and it started on the bus. The bus driver had to slam on the brakes and stop right in front of instead of going around. She had to stop. The fight continues off the bus. The school resource officer and the AP come in trying to break it up, and the school police officer got punched in the face.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
It lasted for several minutes, and then finally they had to have other officers come in. I think one of the girls did get tased.
I don't know.
Well, in my middle school, during my years, at Independence Middle School, yeah, Independence. I don't think we ever. Oh wait, we did have a few. Oh well, there was this kid, a big black kid. Well, a fat kid who was a little was short, and his Hispanic the guard with who was walkie-talkie a lot, and it happened in the lunch room. The black kid,
By the way, this segment's called Remembering Our Years at School. Okay, continue.
Yeah.
I guess
I got
so.
another good middle school one.
Well, he held a knife at the officer.
Oh!
Well, not one officer. Oh no, wait, no.
You're having
he grabbed his
a real
gun.
hard time.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he grabbed the gun.
I'm fucked, bro.
I'm like,
You're such an idiot.
I know, I am.
everyone was scared. Oh my god, how am I remembering every detail of my past? Oh god, yeah, I'm really high. Well, sorry guys.
I remember in
So
middle
am I.
school,
It's not even funny.
and I think it was in 7th or 8th grade, there was a substitute teacher we had
That's so
named Mr. Z.
Love you, though,
He
John.
was cool as shit, but one day, he and this black kid get into a fight. And this was a fight between a student and a fucking teacher.
Yeah.
And it went bad. Like, there were students pushing the button to call the office, and they actually went through a door to the next classroom over, and the fight continued. The teacher ran over.
You're alright. You're alright.
Oh my god,
I think you need to talk him through, because I think he's tripping balls right now. But yeah,
Johnny,
they
are
called,
you okay?
that black kid, he could have killed me.
Okay. You're fine.
Johnny, stop.
You're
I was
Are you okay?
there.
You're fine. You're
I
fine.
didn't give two shits about it.
You're in 2023. You're fine.
Right, it's 2023, Johnny.
Killed me.
2023,
And
Johnny.
for those of
2023.
and for our listeners right now, John is severely like losing tripping balls so badly right now. He is tripping balls so badly right now that he is trying to squeeze an orange Powerade.
It's okay.
So now
Dude, you're
that
fine.
is what you get for eating. Dude, if you make that face right now, hold on.
Oh my god.
Jesus fucking Christ. Where's my fucking iPad? Mother God. Hang on.
Shit, fuck.
Hang on. I gotta do this. I have to do this.
Video, photo.
Yes. Hold on. Hey, John, look at me. Look at me. Look at me right now and give me that same crazy look that you were giving me just a second ago. There it is. There it is. Yes. Yes. Got it. I got that shit. I got it.
Oh shit, this is so fucking whack.
This photo is fucking perfect. I got it.
I apologize to the audience.
It's okay. It's okay. Alright.
This photo is perfect.
Back to what's your story?
Okay.
I think I'm done. Let's just say they both got split up. The boy got expelled and the teacher got put on. He didn't get fired somehow, but he got put on restrictive duty. But I think what saved his ass is the fact that the kid threw the first punch.
Wait, are you talking about the teacher who he killed?
No,
A robber.
he didn't kill anybody.
Wait,
No.
who did?
No robbers were killed. This was it was a difference of opinions that broke out into a fight.
No robbers were harmed in the making of this story.
No, I mean, like, I think it was a Duncan. Wait, or Jupiter High School. There was a teacher who got arrested for killing a burglar.
I've never heard about that.
Oh, remember that?
I know there was a band teacher at Gardens that got arrested.
What?
Dwyer got arrested from someone from the JROTC.
Wait, who got arrested?
Was it the band teacher that got arrested at Gardens?
Rodriguez?
I don't think so. I don't remember, but
So you're bringing up something that I wouldn't know.
oh okay.
Well,
Roger,
I know a JROTC kid and 3 others got picked up in Delray Beach for setting that train station down there on fire.
Yeah.
Oh my!
I remember
God.
that because I was on one of the trains that got stuck because of it.
What?
And I got stranded in Boynton and Delray for over an hour. And one of those kids was in fucking ROTC.
I humbly apologize for my. Oh my God!
Was that with Bones Dwyer's?
No, it was Delray Beach. It was one of the kids from Atlantic. That's my dad's old school, by the way.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and there
Our own
was 4
students.
kids. They lit a Dunkin' Donuts bag on fire,
All
and I guess that kind of lost control, so they ran out. Little did those retards know that there were cameras that nearby there was a body shop, which caught them on camera, and the gas station nearby also caught them on camera,
You
and the
think
Amtrak
they hear this?
engineer. And the engineer of the
Yeah, they can
Amtrak
hear
train
it.
that went through
I
called
hope
them in
so.
as trespassers
Like
just
they
before.
can hear it. I made sure they can hear it.
So
Okay.
Plus,
Are you good?
it'll bump the volume at the when we use it and stuff.
yeah, but yeah, I remember that because we got held up in Boynton and then they bust us down and we got stranded in Delray for well over an hour.
I'm gonna be
But
honest.
that was high school kids that caused that.
All right. So this segment was
Our kids.
no. What the
High
fuck?
school,
No. This
high
is-
school, and middle school shit.
No, this is high school, middle school memories, pretty much, or just talking shit about it.
Just talking shit about middle and high
Our-
school and high schoolers in general.
Our high school. You see, guys? I saw this one kid. What do you call it? He was grinding on a student.
Okay.
I saw it happen.
All right.
I just.
All right. So let's continue. All right. So let's moving on. So we'll continue
I'm
with
just
our
going.
Halloween topic. of the
Oh yeah, it's Halloween.
of the
Sorry.
of the podcast. So we watched 2 horror movies tonight. We watched Friday the 13th and Part 3.
Part 3.
And
3D.
we also watched Winnie the Pooh,
Blood and
Bloody and Honey. So we're going to give our ratings for both, and we're going to talk about both individual films. And then we're also going to have a shorter podcast or thing of the Five Nights at Freddy's review tomorrow. Obviously, Gingerbeard will not be a part of that, but he will write down his words and topics for that episode for me and One Eye Josh to give you guys the audience.
Agreed. Agreed.
Because you have to go to work.
Yeah, I work early.
Yeah. Well, you work at 2, but, it still works.
That's early. That's early
Yeah.
for us.
No, for you, it's early.
Oh, well.
Yeah, because you like to sleep in.
Actually, I like to see one too. I just know
Hey,
someone that I can get the fuck up.
You know, can you blame me at this point? Because, like, come on.
All right. Well, the first movie is the Friday the 13th Part 3. Now, we watched Part 1 and Part 2 last week.
Yeah.
Didn't grade very well last
Yeah.
week. It was pretty
Abysmal.
poor viewing for Gingerbeard.
Slow.
Yeah. For Part 3, Friday the 13th Part 3 in 3D.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. It did better than the first one.
Better than the first 2.
Yeah.
All right. What was your grade? Out of 10.
Well, 7.
7? Well, not bad. That's not bad.
Yeah.
I would give it probably a 7. Same grade. You?
What I?
7.5.
7.5.
Yeah.
I already know it's gonna be a nice grade. But Guerrero, what would you grade Part 3?
I give it somewhere between a 6 and a 7.
Oh wow!
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Also,
well, so it did pretty
well-
good.
Well, it was entertaining for the most part.
Yes,
Yeah,
it was. It wasn't a waste
I
of
mean,
time.
I didn't get bored and start watching videos on my phone.
Yeah. Well, the thing about Friday the 13th Part 3, and this is probably the same complaint that everyone has, is that when you're watching it, the 3D bits when you're watching normal 2D get old very quickly.
It's like
Yeah.
in your face and woo and
Yeah.
stuff. You know, like it's,
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I'll
get
say-
a rake coming at you.
Yeah.
Well,
over and
then,
over again.
you had the
Or some
then you
shit.
had the one death
A ton.
where it was the eyeballs jumping out of the head, or the guy,
God, yeah.
or the guy's like,
Yo-yo.
look at this eyeball.
Oh.
Yeah.
and the yo-yo
Yeah.
thing.
Also, again, it's a complaint that the Saw franchise has with me. Same with Friday the 13th. You just don't care about certain characters, and then when you have 2 characters to have an emotional or whatever story, like the main girl and her boyfriend, and they're having like an emotional scene, and you're just watching it, you're like,
Who cares?
it's like, is it over yet? Because I want to
Yeah.
get to the killings.
Are they gonna fuck or are they gonna get killed?
Yeah.
I'll be
Yeah.
on my phone.
No, it's that thing because it's like it's a slasher film, and because it's not like Halloween, which is a continuation of certain characters' story, you don't give a fuck about these characters.
You just want to see them die.
Well, it's not that you want to see them die. It's just like, okay, like, all right, I understand they're fodder. What are we gonna do here? Come
Yeah,
on,
why
like,
are they fodder? Why are they
what are we?
fodder?
Come on, I need a beginning, a plot, and an end. Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's just get this over with.
Yeah, I think there was a lot of too much beginning. You know, like,
Well, for the one thing, it's like the final girl. You just she's boring.
Yeah.
She's boring.
Who cares,
Give her.
you know?
She's a boring character.
I've got her name.
Yeah, we no one cared about her.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh my
the
God.
only thing that we care about was the
The
Shelby. It was Shelby, the only guy. He was the sad fat piece of shit
Who
guy who's trying to get with this Latina in the movie.
and
Sorry, no pussy for him.
and,
Oh, yeah.
and is the rightful owner of the infamous hockey.
Yep, this is how Jason gets his hockey mask.
You heard
I'm
right.
gonna say this now.
Mm-hmm.
He's a complicated piece of shit. The guy.
Well, Jason or
No, the other
Shelby,
guy.
Shelby.
It's Shelby. Okay.
Sorry.
Like you can like him, you can hate him, but he's a showy kind of guy.
Yeah.
You know.
He's
stupid.
he's
Yeah.
like he's kind of
He's stupid.
Yeah,
a dork and stuff.
He's a dumbass.
Yep.
But he's kind of lovable. He's kind of hateful. You know.
Yeah, he's adorable. No,
I'm
Don't
gonna
say that.
I'm
Please
gonna
don't.
say this now. I'm gonna grade.
pathetic. Yes.
If I had to grade as well, this movie's a 7. Now, I'm going to say this, and this might be perverted of me to say this, but comparing Part 2's hotties compared to Part 3, I prefer Part 2's hotties over Part 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every day of the week.
Yep.
Every
I
day
mean,
of
the
the
girl in the
week.
bikini wasn't bad.
No, she wasn't bad, but it was just night. There wasn't enough hot girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot more hot girls in Part 2.
Yes.
There was a lot more.
I agree.
It might not have been a great Jason movie. This one was the better of the two, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna grade that onto it. Now I'm not saying that Part 3 is diminished by that. Obviously, Part 2 graded at like a 5 for me.
Oh yeah.
Part 3 grades at a 7, so clearly it's better. I'm
Finally
gonna.
getting the killing thing figured out.
Well, he's finally got it done. Like, he had to get something there. And this is also sets up Jason as a zombie in the next movie.
No, I don't think he's a zombie yet.
What,
Part
Jason
4.
X or is that?
No, Part 4.
Oh.
Part
Wow.
4. Oh, I don't know if he's dead. Well, I saw his hand twitch at the end of the movie, so he might not be dead.
No, I remember when, he did his hand twitch, so he's not dead.
Mhm.
I remember it isn't until, actually, I think it
Part
was
6.
whatever
Part
one where
6.
Tommy Jarvis returns after,
Part 6.
Part 6.
Part 4 sets up Tommy Jarvis. Part 5, there is no Jason in Part 5.
Yeah,
And then Part 6, Jason returns.
yeah. That
Don't ask us why Part 5 there's no Jason. It
Yeah.
was stupid. Nobody likes Part 5.
Yeah, it was
And you'll wonder why.
like an anthology bullshit shit.
Yeah, it's crap.
Anyways,
Continuing on,
I wasn't finished my point yet.
what?
The part where
He's gotten slower as he's gotten higher.
yes.
Yeah.
His IQ goes down.
Well, he's
And I'm
also.
going faster.
Well, yeah, he also has slowed down. He's not like the Flash, where the Flash speeds up. He goes hello.
Yeah, the Flash is like he's on. The Flash is like he's on the coke a lot.
Yeah,
Flash.
Okay,
your point.
You're like asshole.
I was trying to get to it.
All right.
Well, do it.
I forgot it. Goddamn.
Fuck it. It's probably not that important. Move on.
All right.
Your point was about.
All right.
Fuck.
Anyway,
I forgot to.
no. It's. I'm gonna be honest with you. Again, one survivor. Looks like she's gonna be insane.
Yeah.
From what we saw.
Yeah.
Looks like
Asylum.
she's gonna be in the asylums for a while.
Yeah.
Arkham
PTSD.
Asylum.
Yeah.
She's not gonna be in Arkham.
Arkham does not exist.
Arkham
bro.
is a
You will not
criminally
be in an
insane.
asylum.
Arkham is a criminally insane asylum. This is not this. She's going to be in a normal hospital
How you know?
because she's not criminally
She's
insane.
not criminally insane. She has severe PTSD. She needs help, but she does not need to go to a fucking psych ward.
Okay.
How you know?
Criminally insane would be the fucking Joker or like
Scarecrow.
or Scarecrow.
Or Riddler.
Harley Quinn.
Riddler's not really critically insane.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, I remember.
He's a-
I remember the other topic we were going to talk about too.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Fuck that Riddler.
What?
Fuck Riddler.
Fuck
Fuck
Riddler.
From Arkham Knight. Sorry, continue.
Okay, yeah.
Eat shit.
Goddamn, fuck.
Okay.
I'm just doing this on purpose now.
Her name was.
Well, whenever somebody's IQ goes down, you have to do it.
Yeah.
What's her name again? I forgot her
What?
name.
What? The final girl?
Yeah, the final girl who went insane.
Alice.
Went to
No,
Arkham.
Chris.
Okay, what's the Chris?
Her name was
Went to
Chris. Her nickname was Chris.
Went to Arkham.
You're a dumbass.
How can you go
How
Arkham?
would you know if she's not a criminal?
Because she didn't murder
She
anyone.
survived a murder.
Which
You're not winning this argument, dude. You're not.
it
You
could,
wanna know why?
it could turn her into a murderer.
No, because
Hell no.
Well, I also think
That could
from that
happen.
point of view, a trauma so horrifying that you just fucking snap and you become like the trauma you witnessed.
yeah, but that was not what was going on in that police car. She was clearly freaking the fuck out.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying.
She wasn't gonna kill the cops. She was being calmed
How
down.
you know?
Bro, she was laughing like maniacally at the
She
end
was
of
not laughing. She was screaming her head off
Hysterical, yeah.
She was screaming bloody murder,
and
dumbass.
crying. It's not laughing maniacally, you dumbass.
It
I-
did say laughing at one point maniacally.
It did not.
No,
That's a
but
lie.
I
she
saw
laughed-
it, I swear.
but
That's
she-
a lie.
It's all smile.
I was not,
I saw
I'm
a
not
smile.
lying.
I saw a smile.
There
and
was
the-
no laughing maniacally. I am not having an argument. I'm
You're
not
in
dealing
denial.
with
That's
this.
what happened.
Okay, bro, I'm not trying to say argument. I'm just saying I heard laughing maniacally and saw it on the thing.
It was a joke
it was
about Arkham. Anyway,
It is not a joke. It is a tasteful joke.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
well, I'm
Distasteful.
well, then in that case, I apologize.
Anyways.
Whatever.
I'm
Whatever.
sorry.
Moving on.
All right.
Well,
All right, Andrew, you want to move up a little bit because your voice is not carrying up. There you go.
yeah, you're too quiet.
It's not that he's too quiet. It's that it's the mic, dude. The little waves aren't loud, but it's actually loud enough. It's fine. It's just I need him to get a little up so he's not like it doesn't pick up.
Alright, anyways.
Good plan.
No, to continue. Okay, before we lose these two for good, from the looks of it. Continuing on.
I'm still good.
Okay, yeah,
Shut
right.
up.
This one's retarded.
Who, me?
All right, to moving on to Winnie the Pooh and Blood and Honey. What are your grades?
8.
8,
Had the 5.
5. Wow.
You said you liked it a lot.
I did, but I was just remembering all the details about it. I mean, it's
5.
still creepy.
For you?
For me,
Yeah.
5.
No!
I just
It's 5.
I like what the cons.
He likes the
concept of it.
he likes the concept.
Yeah.
Ew, I like.
It's not a horrible movie. It's entertaining. It's
It's
just
very brutal.
it's a brutal movie. I agree with that. It's brutal, but it's not something that like I'm gonna watch again.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a what ifs scenario. Like what if
Winnie the Pooh. What if Winnie the Pooh was a piece of shit, dark motherfucker?
Well, yes,
Yeah.
but the main thing is, if Christopher Robin grew up, what would happen?
They've done that already.
Yeah, they've done 2 movies. One where it's a bloody mass murder, and the other one where the toys are still good human beings. Do I even need to ask?
Yeah, in this universe is different.
I'm gonna give it a 1.
All right,
Really?
It was horrible.
it's not his cup of tea. You know that.
It was a
Wow.
horrible movie.
It's
Why
not
was it so bad for you?
Just
because
horrible.
because all the hot girls die. That's why.
Well, that's not the whole thing. Even
That's
though that
why.
did piss me off.
That's why.
That is
That's why.
But it's just
That-
the whole thing made no sense. It was very disturbing and just blech, no.
That's why it's
Fucking
horror.
It's a
Fucking
5.
horrible.
It's 5. That's why it's 5.
Yeah,
I gave it a 1.
I give it a
It's a
5.
5.
I'm giving it no mercy, a 1. Or a 0 if I can.
No, 1.
You just love
Fuck
to
you.
hate,
It's 1 to 10.
don't you? You love.
0.
It's a 1.
You are such a hater. How about
Hey, you know what? You want me to say it? Fine. Fuck that movie. Move on.
okay, asshole? I hate you too.
The director of that movie can suck my cock.
Well, the director of the movie.
You're gay.
Well, the director of the movie was the woman, if I
Oh,
believe.
okay then.
Is she hot?
What?
Yeah. Well, is that a no?
Of course. Anyway, no.
Is that a no? Sorry, what?
I don't know. It's also the one thing that freaked me out is that instead of them being toys, they're half human, half animal hybrids,
Which is
which is
disgusting.
just wrong on so many levels.
It was.
It's just wrong on so many levels. So
It's an alternate universe.
I understand it's an alternate universe, but that still doesn't mean that they have to be ultimate. They have to be animal hybrids.
Yeah, exactly. Like
And
what if
human
they were?
hybrid.
I also like to point out Piglet was a warthog. He was not a pig.
Warthogs and pigs are the same thing.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but he was a warthog. He was not a piglet.
Yeah, again, a warthog are the same thing as a pig.
the same
They come from the same class of
Swine.
family. Yeah, swine.
Yeah,
but he's
the
not.
swine.
He's
the
not
family.
Piglet.
Oh my god.
Okay?
I'm just saying.
Yo,
Still
I
kind of a part, again, still a swine. Still
when
kind
I
of
say,
counts.
when I say the swine family, I'm thinking of if it was like the name of the mafia group.
Anyway, I will give you this. Some of the kills.
Sorry.
I will give you this. Some of the kills were very creative and fun to watch. It was just something that's like, movie didn't really have anything going for it. Really didn't have anything going for it, and the story was kind of like lacking. The only reason why I think it's getting a sequel is because of how many people watched the first one.
Yeah.
So the reason why it's getting a sequel. There's really nothing there that warrants a sequel.
But aren't you like more brutally curious about a sequel though?
I will watch the sequel if I see a trailer that it intrigues me enough to really care.
Okay.
I have a ticker.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but
That movie.
Yeah.
no, but yeah, I think that's it. I would rather for the next podcast watch part 4 and part 5 of Friday the 13th over anything that comes from Winnie the Pooh.
Wait a minute. I don't think I gave
that
it
next-
my
I would
reason
never
yet.
watch Winnie the Pooh again.
Yours?
like well, my opinion, right?
Yeah, go for it.
I'll be honest. It was entertaining. I wasn't
It was entertaining, yes.
really bored. I mean,
Yeah.
and that's what I like in a movie, you know.
I like to point out Guerrero's attention was
On the
very
base?
much on the movie.
Yeah.
He really was interested in the movie. He just did not, because he kept asking me, "Is she gonna die? Is she gonna die?
That
Is
was
she
in-
gonna
die,
Is she
asshole?"
gonna die?
That was in Halloween.
Oh, please,
That was Friday the 13th.
No, it was that one too. Don't you
Winnie the
fucking
Pooh,
lie.
right?
Yeah.
It was exactly
Liar,
that one.
liar.
No, it was
But
this
that
one
movie
too.
sucked. It was
Oh,
terrible.
fuck.
No,
You are
you were so watching it. I saw it.
You are a
You know,
hater.
after a
asking me
while, it
questions.
stopped because I'm
Yeah.
like, "Fuck this."
No, but you were asking me
You're
questions
so
of.
I
negative.
just wanted to know:
Yeah.
is she gonna die or is she gonna survive?
Oh,
Oh,
over and
dude,
over and over again?
I'm watching it just like you are. I have no idea if she's gonna live or
I'm
die.
watching it really
It's
kills.
a horror movie.
It's
Of
a slasher.
Yeah, it's a horror slasher movie, and I kept telling you, slashers have plot armor. They can only get hurt. Only the main girl character can finish them off.
And
Yeah.
And
They
in this
don't
movie,
need
there
a lot
is no
of
main
sex.
female character at all because they all pretty much die.
It's
The only one that's left alive is Christopher Robin at the end of the movie,
Yeah.
the guy.
which is very rare for a slasher to have a male character.
Survive.
Yeah.
Well, that's not true. You can have male characters survive.
Yeah, but they usually
if
have
they're
they
girl-
usually
if
have
they're
the female.
boyfriend- Yeah, and the future boyfriend.
Jaws.
Why did you? Why Jaws?
Well, because only 2 men was survived of the attack.
I mean, by some measures, you could classify Jaws as some early slasher
You
flick.
know,
It's not a slasher. It is not a slasher. It is a fucking shark clip that would be classified with Jurassic Park.
okay.
It is
The
not a
Jaws,
slasher.
but Jaws is a normal regular shark. Actually, it just
It is not. a
Killer.
Slasher.
I mean,
not a slasher.
yeah.
Okay.
And I've seen all the Jaws movies, and the only
So
good
have I.
one, and the only good one is Jaws 1. That's the only good one.
I like actually. I know you're gonna hate me for this. I like Jaws 2 too.
Jaws 2 is fine. Jaws 3D
Revenge.
is downright stupid.
I've seen Jaws 3D. It was kind of bummy.
Jaws 3D was in the era of Friday the 13th when they did their 3D. And the dumbest thing is when, and Andrew, look at me. The dumbest thing is when they built an underground sea amusement park where they can see into the lake. And then Jaws, the shark, is swimming towards the glass. And it breaks the glass, signifying a 3D shot. And you can tell it's CGI. You can tell it's horrible. And I said, when I watched it, I was like, that is the stupidest thing that I have ever watched.
Has a man ever survived a slasher?
Yes,
Which movie?
They have
Friday the 13th, part 5, and part 6.
No.
Tommy Jarvis.
Yup.
He survives.
He survives part 4, part 5, and part 6.
Tommy never dies. Or at least he hasn't died yet.
Also,
And
also, another survivor that was a male is Halloween. Halloween H2O.
Oh yeah, the son.
Yeah, the son.
Oh my. Still, I think the majority is women.
Well, yeah, it's mostly female because the reason why is that you build more of an attachment to a female character because they're an underdog. They're not necessarily supposed. Don't say bullshit when it's true.
Yeah.
It is true. It is a fact that we
Deja vu.
no
Unprevu.
no we root for underdogs.
Yeah.
Right.
That is a proven fact. So when a slasher, when they're trying to make up their movies, they usually pick female leads or they write female leads because we actually care for female audience. We also care for male audience leads too.
Yeah,
it's just
not
that
as
female
much.
ones make more caring about. I can't believe I'm freaking breaking down a slasher for you and you're high. You're not gonna remember this.
I remember this. I promise.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him.
Oh.
He won't remember it. You will not.
I will.
I will remember the question.
But you'll never remember the answer.
Halloween H2O.
Everything is nothing.
All right.
Halloween H2O. Right.
Yeah.
Really.
All right.
You don't get Halloween H2O, Halloween 20 years later.
Oh my god. I never knew that.
We're never doing this again.
I know. I
I
know.
pray to God we don't.
No, we're never
This
doing
was
this.
a
We're never doing this
disaster.
again.
A
This
disaster.
is such a thing that has to be. This is such a thing that's only entertaining to us when we're not filming or doing recording.
You're right.
Yeah.
This was a bad idea. In fact, I don't know how other podcasters like who get
Because
high.
they don't take an edible, number one.
Okay.
And they don't take. And he took 2 doses. He took an edible and a fucking joint.
He did too.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I just had a cookie.
You had a cookie and a joint.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Congratulations.
Like
Good for you. You got really fucked up.
All right, so
That's Cream Mirage.
I'm not gonna talk Side Screen Mirage with you being high.
yeah.
Okay, what are you gonna say?
I'm
I
not,
agree.
I'm not doing it
Let's
while you're
not.
high.
Oh.
And I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do Marvel Spider-Man 2 because I've been playing it. These two haven't.
And,
10.
and And spoilers.
10. It is a 10 for me. It is a perfect, one of the better sequels. I think it's a sequel that's better than the first game.
How come?
Because it's just, you get more Spider-Man, you get more, it's just, I think the story is
More
more
outfits?
compelling. It's not about the outfits, dude. But I will say, it's just, I actually will say, I like Venom as a villain. Venom's one of my favorite villains. So it is nice to actually get to have the Venom symbiote and you get to play it again. I think it's a good story for the most part.
Who is?
It follows the same kind of premises of the first one when it comes to crafting the story. So that's this kind of like, they're kind of identical in that narrative, but they're different, being that you had the Sinister Six in the first game that you're facing, whereas in this one you have Kraven, you have the Lizard, you have Scream, plus the Venom symbiote.
The Carnage?
You don't have Carnage. Carnage
Oh.
is a tease.
Oh, he is, okay.
He's a tease. You do meet Cletus Cassidy though.
What do you like him as a villain? Cassidy? Carnage?
Cassidy's a side mission. He is a cult leader of the Flame.
Yeah.
Or is that like a burning down thing?
They have like a they're a cult mindset with burning.
Okay.
They have a fire sensation.
Oh. But he's actually a if he's just a gangster, like a very dangerous one.
He's not.
What?
He's a loon. And by
Well-
that I mean he is a cult leader that basically has his followers following a prophecy that the Flame is the holy thing that they should follow.
I think he'd be a gangster in the kids cartoon, the Spider-Man.
Carnage has always been a serial killer in kids' cartoons. Never not been a
Yeah.
gangster. Never not been a serial killer.
Yeah.
Well, I know, but I mean for little kids, like just like
No, they haven't. I would not even put Carnage in a little kid's cartoon.
Yeah, that's true.
That sounds
Question.
fucked up.
Well, he's like the Joker on steroids.
yeah, but
No. What the fuck?
you are so high,
Sorry.
and that is saying a lot, but coming from me, who is also
Yeah.
high
Yeah.
off his ass.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What was the question again?
You know the one about Spider-Man?
Fuck, you forgot to. Shit.
I'm out. Right.
Oh yeah.
Can't anymore.
Carnage in a kid's cartoon.
Chris, please don't kill me.
You're about to get punched in the mouth.
What
in a second.
what do you think about putting Carnage in a kid's cartoon?
Fucked up.
Hey, you're not gonna do it. Number one, and also, Ed. Number one, your question yesterday: who's more scarier, Green Goblin or Joker? It would have been more interesting if you said Carnage and Joker because they're more alike
Yeah,
than
that's
Green
true.
Goblin. All right, that's it. I'm done. We're not doing it. We're done. Podcast is done.
Sorry, y'all.
Um,
Sorry.
We
apologize.
we apologize for this abrupt end. I've had enough.
We
I've had it up
fucking
to,
can't do it anymore with
No,
two
I've
high
had
retards.
I've had it up to here,
Oh.
and this is here.
His height.
No. I've had it up to here. If I get to here, his head's going out that window.
I thought you were gonna say his head's going up his ass.
No.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna.
All right, this has been the Cannonball Podcast.
We
I'm sorry
apologize,
for the
everybody.
I am sorry for the abrupt end. I hope that these two get embarrassed by this. I really
I'm
do.
embarrassed.
No,
Yeah,
I want
should
you
apologize.
embarrassed after.
I should have.
You will be embarrassed tomorrow. Both sitting here playing a simulator while you two are high as fuck right now.
All
A
right.
simulator.
This was a
Taking
goddamn not the point, idiot.
All right. This is the Cannonball Podcast signing off. Have a
Sorry,
good night,
everybody.
everyone.
Sorry.